I'm Angie, and you're watching Dante's Vaccination.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So Nacho Berenstein, one of the greatest Mexican trainers of all time, he did a recent interview and he held nothing back when it came to Canelo Alvarez. Now, just to give you guys a little bit of contrast, Nacho Berenstein is also the same person that said that Floyd Mayweather is the Michael Jordan of the sport. He's simply the best. Matter of fact, when Floyd Mayweather was fighting his fighter Juan Manuel Marquez, throughout the promotion of the fight and during 24/7, Nacho Berenstein, he was constantly praising Floyd Mayweather while training Juan Manuel Marquez to fight Floyd, which really tells you that Nacho Berenstein, he was saying to himself the same thing I believe Freddie Roach was saying to himself. Manny Pacquiao's not going to beat Floyd Mayweather. And Nacho Berenstein was saying deep down, surely my fighter is really good. And surely my fighter may be good enough to beat a Manny Pacquiao, but my fighter's not going to beat Floyd Mayweather. Floyd is the Michael Jordan of the sport. And that's the way Nacho praised Floyd Mayweather once again, leading up to the fight. The image that you guys are looking at right now on the screen, this is Nacho Berenstein on 24/7 leading up to the Floyd Mayweather fight. And as you read the caption, it says, his current speed isn't yet enough to beat the best fighter in the world. In fact, on 24/7, once again, before the fight, Floyd Mayweather actually thanked Nacho Berenstein for praising him so much. So if Nacho Berenstein has said all of these things about Floyd Mayweather, what does he think about Canelo Alvarez, his countryman? Well, for starters, Nacho Berenstein, he said Canelo is not the fighter they think he is. In other words, Nacho Berenstein is calling Canelo Alvarez overrated. And we've heard almost all of the Mexican greats pretty much say the same thing about Canelo Alvarez. From Erik Morales to Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. to Marquez and even Barrera. I mean, it's pretty much unanimous when it comes to what they think about Canelo Alvarez. But it was something else that Nacho Berenstein said that really stood out. And just keep in mind, guys, it's really bold for Mexican trainers and boxers to say these things because of the racist Mexican fans that defend Canelo Alvarez. Once again, this just shows you guys the dichotomy when it comes to real Mexican boxers and trainers that have been in the ring and the Mexicans that live in Mexico versus a lot of the racist Mexican fans that actually live in America. So Nacho Berenstein, he also said in this interview, I feel that Oscar De La Hoya helped Canelo a lot with the judges, and now he's not going to have that support. Nacho Berenstein, he also said that Canelo Alvarez lost the second fight against Gennady Golovkin, and the only reason why some people thought he won that fight was because he fought different, because he decided to fight more aggressive as opposed to the first fight where he was doing a lot of moving away from Canelo Alvarez. You know, I will say Nacho brings up a very, very good point, because I remember when I first watched the second fight, because Gennady Golovkin kept promoting Mexican style, big drama show, all of a sudden when Canelo Alvarez was coming forward, it was Golovkin that kind of decided to box a little bit more. So I definitely do believe, because Gennady Golovkin had promoted that style so much, he contradicted that by trying to box when he had someone in the ring that was willing to fight him toe-to-toe. And that did make a lot of people think that Canelo Alvarez was doing much better in the fight than he actually did. When I went back and watched that fight later on, I noticed in the first couple of rounds, Gennady Golovkin, he was more of a stationary target, standing right in front of Canelo, just exchanging with him. But then, all of a sudden, you could tell Golovkin, he started to realize that Canelo was a sucker for a jab. And maybe around after the fourth or the fifth round, Golovkin, he completely took over the fight with his jab, just like he did when he fought David Lemieux. He could not miss with the jab, like Floyd Mayweather or Bivol hitting Canelo with a jab. That's how effective Golovkin was in that second fight. And even though Golovkin didn't get the decision that he deserved, it was the jab that actually gave Golovkin the fight. In fact, even HBO's unofficial judge, Harold Letterman, had Gennady Golovkin winning the fight. Now, as far as the judges go, Nacho, once again, he said that now Canelo doesn't have the judges' help anymore. I don't know about that, because Canelo Alvarez, even though he completely got dominated against Bivol, the judges or the scorecards were still a lot closer than they should have been. So I don't know exactly how much of Oscar's help Canelo Alvarez may need for this third fight with Gennady Golovkin. It could also be very possible because of the first two fights where everyone says that Gennady Golovkin was robbed, the judges, they may actually start leaning towards Golovkin when it comes to closer rounds in this fight. Let's not forget though, Golovkin, he is 40 years old, which I believe is one of the main reasons Canelo Alvarez, he decided to take this fight as opposed to taking a rematch with Bivol, which is obviously the natural thing that a fighter who believes he can win the rematch would do. So clearly Canelo Alvarez, he feels that this will be the easier fight out of the two. We'll see how right he is next month. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one. All right, now check this out, guys. If you're looking to repair eczema scars, burns and bruises, dark spots and blemishes, then this right here is the perfect product for you guys. It's called Elodeki Face and Body Oil. Athletes and top-ranking boxers, they're also using it after training to reduce swelling, inflammation, and to ease the pain. So get yours today. Go to elodeki.com, like them on Facebook, and follow them on Instagram.
My name is Chris, and I'm all the way here from Anchorage, Alaska at South Carolinas, and I'm here for my second treatment of SMP. Well, I was sitting at home one day and going over my Facebook page, and they have different, like advertisements popping up, and I saw one for SMP, and I saw some pictures of some guys, a before and after, and I was looking at that, and it caught my attention, so I Googled it. SMP, nothing showed up in my area. So, I did a little more research, and all of a sudden, Scout Carolinas popped up in the web browser. So I started watching his videos and seeing all the reaction from all the other people. We talked on the phone, we made appointments and everything. I sent him pictures, and he looked at them, and I was like, can you fix this? And, he pretty much said, no problem. My first session, he made me feel extremely comfortable. It was almost like I was talking to family. He started, and during the whole treatment, we talked and, about our families and our life, and, and things that he does and things that I do. And before I know it, the first session was over. When you see someone doing something that they love, as much as I see Enoch Glover love what he does, it shows in his work. I wouldn't point anyone in any other direction but here to North Carolina, South Carolinas, to get this done.
Let me tell you guys about Issa Israel Law Firm. It is a full-service legal practice based in Denver, Colorado, an emerging hub for combat sports and high-altitude training. If you're a fighter inside or outside of the ring and you need a law firm you can trust to fight for you, visit thefighterfirm.com or email help@iilawfirm.com. Legal representation is usually limited to plaintiffs or defendants in Colorado, but iFirm can help anyone in the world with trademarking their business name, logos, and U.S. immigration issues. This brother has been my attorney for a while and helped guide me through all kinds of business and civil issues, so make sure you guys go to thefighterfirm.com.